In this video, we will be finding the vector cross product of two vectors. This is one vector and this is a second vector, and we will get the vector cross product. And so the formula to get the vector cross product of A cross B would be given like this. Now, if you don't want to memorize this formula and you want an easy way to actually use this formula, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And so this will involve using matrices. So we have A cross B, right? We then say that this is equal to, so we have I, J, K. So we say I, J, and K. And the line directly below it will be A, this one right here. So it's going to be -3, 5, and 2. The next line will be this one right here, which is B. So that's going to be 4, 1, -2. I'm simply taking the numbers from here. So -3, 5, 2, -3, 5, 2, 4, 1, -2, 4, 1, -2. And then from here, there's a trick. So the first one is going to be A. So with A, we go diagonal. Diagonal will be 5. And then we make a box. 5, 2, 1, -2. This is our box, right? 5, 2, 1, -2. So we write that down. 5, 2, 1, -2. And this is going to be I minus, so it's always going to be positive, negative, positive. So J is going to be negative. And with J, if you go diagonal, you can't make a box. So you go left, -3, 4, and then right, 2, -2. So we would get -3, 4, this part right here, -3, 4, and then right, 2, -2. So 2, -2, and this is going to be J. Plus, we alternate positive, negative, positive. And this will be K. So if we go right, you have nothing. So we go left, and we make a box. So these four, -3, 5, 4, 1. So we would get -3, 5, 4, 1. And this will be K. And now this is going to be very close to this formula right here. And I'll show you what I mean. So A cross B will equal, so it's going to be 5 times -2. 5 times -2 minus this diagonal here, 2 times 1. 2 times 1. And this will be I. Now let's check our formula. A2 times B3. So this right here is A2, and this right here is B3. So do we have that? A2, 5 times B3, which is -2. That's correct. Next, minus, we have A3, B2. A3, which is 2, and then B2 is 1. So it's the same. Next, minus parentheses. So we go -3 times -2, this diagonal right here, -3 times -2, minus this diagonal here, so we would get 2 times 4. And we close parentheses, and this will be J. So A3 is 2, and B1 is 4. So it's similar to this, except that we have a negative right here. And if we were to distribute the negative here, it would be positive. So it would be identical. Next, we have A1, B3. A1 is -3, and B3 is -2. So -3 and -2 would give us +6, but we have a negative in the front, so -6. Likewise, -3 times -2 minus, so we get -6. Plus K. And now we will do K. So -3 times 1. -3 times 1 minus 5 times 4. And this will be K. So 5 times -2 minus 2 would give us -12I. -3 times -2 is +6. 6 minus 2 times 4. So 6 minus 8 would be -2. Times -1 is +2, so plus 2J. Finally, K, -3 times 1 is -3, minus 5 times 4 is -20, so -20 minus 3 is -23K. And this right here is the final answer. But I'll also check using the TI Nspire CX costs. So determining the vector cross product is very easy using the TI Nspire CX costs. So we have A, and we will define it. So control, this icon right here, then control, square bracket. So for A, we had -3, 5 comma 2, because it was negative 3i, 5j, 2k. Hit enter. Then we do B. B, control this icon right here, control this icon to get the square bracket. So we had 4i, comma 1j, comma negative 2k. Hit enter, we get this. Now we hit menu. We hit 7 for matrix and vector. We go down to C for vector, and we hit 2 for cross product. We want A cross B, so we say A comma B, and we get negative 12, 2, comma negative 23, which is the same answer that we did by hand. And that's all we need to do for this problem.